Kings, every food all up on your screen, and today is a Napchat video coming at y'all with a chat about things you should not feel guilty for ever again. If you felt guilty for it before, my friend, listen to, stop it! Let's talk about it. Every food checking in. Let go.
This week I was inspired by the book of John chapter 3 verse 17. For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Amen.
If this is your first time on Nappy Food TV, thank you for hanging out with your girl. I hope you like today's video and you join Team Kings. Hey Team Kings, welcome back, okay? If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if you like today's content, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. All right, y'all, you should never feel any type of way about any of the things that we're going to talk about today. Don't feel bad, don't feel guilty, none of that, okay? First one, you should not feel bad or any type of way about doing is saying no when it's right for you. When it is right for you to say no, say no.
Hey, I know you just got home from working a 12-hour shift and you are exhausted. But girl, do you mind coming over and doing my hair?
Yes, I do mind.
You tell me you can't come over and do my hair?
Yes, I'm telling you I can't. You know I'm exhausted. You know I'm tired. I need my rest. You need to wait until the weekend when I'm off, okay? Don't feel bad about saying no, because you know what? That person didn't feel bad about asking you to do something they know is absolutely inconveniencing you, okay? Doing something they know themselves wouldn't want to do. I'm telling you. We all know those people in our life that will be more than happy to inconvenience you. But when you ask them for help, excuses flows out of their mouth like a river. I'm just saying. I'm not saying do unto others as others do to you. I'm not saying that. I'm also not saying not to help people. You should be helping people. You should help people for sure, yes. But we all know when you need to say no. Don't feel bad about telling someone, no, I can't do that for you. They're going to try to make you feel bad. And I feel like when they try to make you feel bad, that's even more confirmation you probably need to say no. Straight up.
You're not going to help for real? But you was my last hope. I don't know who else going to ask.
Yeah, I'm still saying no. And I bet you that person will end up getting help from somebody. They don't know who they're going to ask. They know, they already know. They have a list of people they're going to ask. So if you said no, they have somebody else. They know what they're going to do. They'll listen, tell you. The easier you're able to tell people no, the less you'll be used. Okay? You are not a doormat. I'm just saying. So yeah, don't feel guilty when you say no when it's right for you. Now, I'm not saying say no to everybody. And you don't have no good reason for saying no. I'm saying when it's right for you, say no. Don't feel bad when you tell somebody, I need to rest. Rest when you need to rest. Honestly, if you only resting when your body is telling you to, that means you're not getting enough rest. You need to schedule your rest in, okay? By the time your body starts feeling like tired and lethargic and worn out, it was already giving you signs and warnings before then. You just ignored it. I don't even care if somebody who doesn't live in your town came into town and at the last minute with no notice to you calls you and says, let's hang out. I'm leaving tomorrow and I want to hang out before I leave. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm already in bed.
Come on, you know I'll leave tomorrow.
No, I didn't know that actually. And because you didn't respect my time enough to let me know ahead of time, I cannot honor your request for me to come out at 11 p.m. at night. I'm already sleeping. So I'll catch you when you're in town next time. Let me know ahead of time, okay? When you need to rest, you need to rest. So rest. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about sleeping. Don't feel guilty about setting boundaries. Girl! Don't feel bad about setting boundaries and sticking to it. Boundaries saves relationships. Do you understand? I'm telling you, boundaries keeps you sane. That's one. It does better your relationships with people. It exposes the relationships you probably need to let go of. Boundaries brings you prosperity. Boundaries brings you happiness. Boundaries bring you joy. Boundaries bring you peace, okay? Boundaries bring you understanding, knowledge, and wisdom. Hello, can I keep going? Sure. I'm just saying, don't feel guilty about setting boundaries and sticking to it. I have another video where I talked about setting boundaries for yourself. And y'all asked me to do a video when it comes to setting boundaries for others. I'm coming with it, okay? But I'm telling you, don't feel bad when you set boundaries and you stick to it. Because at the end of the day, setting boundaries is for your peace of mind. Setting boundaries is for your forward movement. And anyone who cannot respect your boundaries, you're going to know how to move with them. Either you're moving away from them, or you're moving with them because they want to fall in line with your boundaries. Boundaries is a way of saying, I respect myself, and this is how I respect myself. You need to respect me in this way. I'm showing you how to treat me, and I'm showing you how to accept me. Or I'm showing you how to treat me. You don't need to accept me, but I'm showing you how I am deciding to be treated. If you can't do it, trust me, it's fine. It won't shift the way that I need to be treated. Now, what can shift is our relationship, but not me. Okay? It was setting boundaries. Don't feel guilty when you are not willing to bend the rules for anybody.
Man, you can just do it for me this one time.
No, I can't. Maybe I have in the past, but I have boundaries in place now. So I'm not going to bend the rules for you. What you need to do is follow the rules. Fall in line. I'm following the stuff that you want. You can't follow what I want. You want me to break the rules for you? If I break it for you, you got to break it for what? Everybody.
No, you don't. You can just do it for me.
No. You know what's so funny? God is not a God of partiality. He doesn't play favoritism. He doesn't do all that. Human beings, we do. Imagine a life where you don't play any favoritism. You don't do one for one person and not for the other ones. You treat everybody very fairly. That's a very peaceful life. I think that's a life in which people are fully aware of how to treat you and they're going to move accordingly because you're not shifting. If I did this for you, I'm doing it for everybody. If I don't do it for you, I'm not doing it for anybody else. It's real simple. But you know how us human beings are. We play favorites. We do show partiality and all that kind of great stuff. But don't feel guilty if you've come to a place in your life where you have rules in place and you're not willing to break it for anybody, not your mom, not your dad, not your husband. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is telling that person, you need to fall in line, follow the rules, because I am, so why can't you? The next one is don't feel bad about communicating your feelings. I used to say things, and sometimes I still, I ain't gonna lie, I still struggle with this a little bit, but I try to push past it. I'll say, although I know the way I feel is very valid, it is very rational, I don't want to make that person uncomfortable, so let me not say nothing. That's not good, y'all. That's not good when we do that. It's really not, because it's going to live within us. It's going to eat away. You're going to find yourself thinking about it over and over again. Next thing you know, you are going to act out on it and you don't realize you're doing it to that person. And they're looking at you like,
what's wrong? What did I do?
No, let that person know how you feel. I honestly come to learn that if you don't feel comfortable telling someone how you feel, then there's a deeper issue. Is your relationship the way you thought it, the way you think it is? I should feel comfortable telling you my feelings. I should feel comfortable with this, And if it's not about the relationship, then what's wrong with me? What's inside of me that makes me feel like what I feel doesn't matter? Because that's something I've struggled with, and I still struggle with it sometimes. I have this notion that what I feel doesn't matter, so that's why I don't want to share it. But where does that come from? My childhood. Being told certain things that makes me think that what I feel doesn't matter, So that's something I still be praying and working on. Like, nope, what I feel does matter, and I'm going to voice it. So when that little voice tries to come in and say, no, don't say nothing, girl, it don't matter. I'm like, shut up. And I'm going to talk. I'm going to let that person know how I feel. You can receive it or not receive it, but you're going to be fully aware. Something else you should not feel guilty or any type of way of is being successful. Being successful is nothing to feel bad about. If you are around people who are not succeeding, if you are around people who are not doing the best they know they can do, don't feel bad that you're doing it. Don't downplay your success for nobody, because it's your testimony. Share it and watch the people you encourage. And anyone who you share your testimony with, a word to the wise is enough. If they are smart, they'll listen to your testimony, be inspired by it, and aspire to reach their own goals in the way that God has intended for it to be. So don't feel bad about your success. You celebrate those success. You share about it, not in a way that you're boasting, but it's in a way of sharing the testimony of what God has done for you. That's talked about in the Bible. Don't keep it to yourself. You feel me? In the most humble way. Celebrate your wins. Share it. Talk about your losses too. And celebrate your losses, because those losses will always come with some wins at the end of the day. So don't feel bad about if you're successful or if you're evolving, you're growing, you're getting these opportunities, and you have friends in your life that still stay at level 1. Nah, don't feel bad about that. You keep on sharing it, because it should encourage them. And if they're dumb enough to now try to take your successes as a negative thing and make you feel bad about it, that tells you what kind of person they are or where they are in life. And that also will lead you to knowing how you should be moving. I'm not saying be successful and forget your friends, but I am saying to be successful, celebrate your success, celebrate your wins, and see which friends celebrate with you, okay? Yeah. Don't feel bad about making choices in life that betters you, that puts you in a better position in life. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about no longer staying with a group of friends who are not trying to move forward in life. Don't feel bad about breaking away from the pack because you want more. Don't feel bad about ending a relationship because you want more. That boyfriend, that girlfriend who's okay with the bare minimum, but you know your heart is calling you to do more with life, don't feel bad about letting that go. Because let me tell you something. In this life, the one life that we have, you don't want to waste it by trying to live your life for others, trying to satisfy and make other people feel happy while you're miserable. That's not what it's about. Okay? You let God take care of them while you keep evolving and growing and elevating higher and higher, taking opportunities, sharing testimonies, being successful, making life choices that gives you presently and you in the future, your family in the future, some great opportunities, because the gifts and the talents that you have, it's not just for you, but it's for you to use it, that you benefit from it now, and people will benefit from it in the future. So don't keep it underneath the box because you're trying to spare somebody's feelings. No, don't worry about those feelings. Don't worry about them feelings. God got them. You keep on doing what you're called to do. Don't feel bad about not knowing. When you are not aware of the full story, don't feel bad about any actions you might have taken. For instance, you meet someone new and they invite you over and you bring pepperoni pizza. You bring it to them, and as soon as you open the box, they see, oh, pepperoni pizza, and they start crying. Why? Because pepperoni pizza was their father's favorite pizza, and their father passed away. Don't feel guilty about the fact you didn't know that, because you brought that pizza over in good intentions. I know that sounds a little strong. I get you. But don't feel necessarily guilty about it, because you didn't know. Had you known, you wouldn't have brought no pepperoni pizza, right? You didn't know. People are so quick to make you feel like the bad guy or it's something you had no idea about. I no longer let people make me feel guilty when I do something or say something, but I didn't have the full story of whatever was going on. I'm going off of what I do know, and what I do know, this is what I'm reacting to. Now, if you say,
oh, no, that's not how it happened. Did you know that she actually did it up?
No, I didn't know that. Well, then that changes my whole response. Okay, let me try to change it up. But I'm not going to feel guilty about it because I didn't know. When you don't know something and you make a decision based on not knowing something, but then when you find out, now the goal is to try to make it right. Try to do differently, you know? But feeling guilty and beating yourself up about it and talking down.
You're so stupid.
You can't do that because you didn't know. For example, this whole Will Smith situation, I'm recording this the day after Will had slapped Chris Rock. It's been confirmed that Chris Rock had no idea that Jada has alopecia or is battling alopecia and autoimmune disease. He had no idea, but people are just trying to run him down. People are trying to make him feel like trash. He had no idea. Had he known, you think he would have made that joke? I highly doubt it. Chris Rock might be a whole bunch of things, but he's not about to make a joke about something so sensitive about that. I don't believe he will, you know? So when you don't know something and then you find out later on, don't feel guilty. Just see what you can do to make it better. Last but not least, don't feel bad about letting go. Letting go of people, letting go of opportunities that don't look so good, letting go of situations, letting go. Sometimes when you do let go, when you do let the door close, many doors open for you. When you do let something go, something better comes your way. You cannot hold on to something that your whole body, your whole existence is telling you to let go of. We all know when it's time to let go of something or someone. You have to trust that letting that thing go or letting that person go will later on have a good outcome. You have to trust that because God talks about it. He says at the end of the day, the plans he has for you is for good. So you have to believe that when your conscience is telling you to let go, to free yourself of something, you have to believe it's going to work out good for you in the end. And the last one, don't feel bad about pampering yourself. This is something that I do struggle with. And I'm really trying to take this advice too. I do have a hard time spending money on myself. Like buying something luxurious, like a bag or a shoe. I still have yet to do that. I'm not going to lie. Because I feel guilty a little bit. I feel like, how am I going to buy this $1,000 bag if there's people on the street who need food? But I've come to learn I shouldn't feel guilty about that. I shouldn't feel guilty about pampering myself. I shouldn't feel guilty about getting myself something nice. I shouldn't feel guilty about reaping what I have sown. Enjoying the fruits of my labor. I shouldn't feel guilty about that. Especially because I know I am helping people. It's not like I'm just spending on myself and I'm not actually giving, right? So that's different. If you don't give at all to nobody, you are a selfish person. You don't help nobody out. Now, I'm not talking to that person. I'm talking about the person who actually does have a giving heart. When it comes to giving to yourself, you don't do. You're all like, I don't know if I want to get there. No, go ahead. It's okay. Enjoy. Because the money is not going with you in heaven. It's not going anywhere with you. So you better spend it. Spend wisely and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? Note to self, girl. Okay. So yes, y'all. Those are just a few things that I think one should not feel guilty for in life. If you agree with some of them, let me know. If you like, Nebby, I ain't feeling that one. Let's talk about it. You know we love to talk in the chat, in the comment box, okay? And with that being said, share some of yours. Yes, Napchat question on deck. What are some things that you no longer feel guilty for? You don't even apologize for it no more. Let us know in the comment box below. Trust me, your response will definitely help the next natural out. Thanks in advance. And I will catch you on the next one. Until then, my sister, my cousin, my friends, Team Kinks, remember, in order to have healthy mind, body, soul, everything, you got to do healthy things consistently. And before checking out, deuces. Y'all, I've recorded this video with a cold. Y'all understand? Can y'all hear the congestions while I'm drinking this tea? But I had to get it done because it was on my agenda to get it done, man. But I really enjoy these sit down and talk videos. And I appreciate y'all patience as I continue to still find a flow for it. It's quite challenging getting your thoughts out in a way that makes sense to other people. Like, it makes sense in your head. It makes sense. But now you verbalizing it, it's like, what? Girl, what you say? So thanks for y'all patience with these videos. As much as I enjoy it, I know I still have some more work to do. So it's coming around. It's coming around. I appreciate it.